I used to have a shit diet, you know. I used to eat, tons of candy, tons of, chips, soda, fried chicken, burgers, pizzas, all this junk food. I would keep eating, and I would actually binge eat on this food. I would always, I actually remember we have this like fried chicken shop next to our house. So I always used to call this fried chicken shop. Or actually, my mom used to call it. I was too much of a pussy to call them, but we used to call this, fried chicken. You know, we used to call this fried chicken shop, and we would order like, the big bucket with like many wings and like the drumsticks and just full of like fried chicken, and like the sandwiches, the very dense, unhealthy shit, right? Full of bad oils, full of fried foods, destroying your testosterone, destroying mental health. And I would buy that, and I would, open a movie on like the television, and I would just keep eating while I'm watching the movie, until I literally like my stomach would hurt, like my belly would like go out like this, and my stomach would actually hurt. That's how addicted I was to junk food. There was actually one time I drank 8 bottles of Pepsi. I drank 8 bottles because there was like this competition, right? If you drink like 12 bottles, they give you like this t-shirt. I drank 8 bottles in one sitting of Pepsi. And I couldn't sleep that night, and I was really depressed after I did it, and I felt really sad, and I hated my life at that time. But I'm telling you these stories to show you how addicted I was and how shit my diet was. And I had this like skinny fat physique where I was fat, I had like this fat belly, but very skinny arms, very skinny legs, and just looked like the fucking pussy, to be honest. But then, when I became 14 years old, I got into self-improvement. I started watching Hamza, David Goggins, Jocko Willing, these masculine guys. And I started learning actually how to have the perfect diet. The perfect diet to maximize mental health, maximize testosterone, muscle growth, fat loss. The perfect diet that literally gives you everything. And I'm on this diet right now, and it totally changed my life. And I always have like tons of energy. I smash my workouts. I'm building the most amount of muscle in my life, and I'm lean as well, which is amazing. I have high testosterone. I have those rock hard erections, right? Everything good came from this diet. And the perfect diet for us, me and you, for us young men, to maximize muscle growth, maximize testosterone, maximize fat loss, maximize all the things we want. Of course, maximize mental health, to improve your mental health, is a lean bulk. A lean bulk is the perfect diet for us young men. And I know you're probably wondering, like, what, a lean bulk? Like, why is that the perfect diet? That's not even really like a diet or whatever, but I promise you, this is the best thing you can ever do, is lean bulk. Now, lean bulk, basically, it means you eat a lot of healthy food, like a lot of healthy, nutritious food. You eat very healthy, but you also eat a lot, like you bulk, right? So lean basically means eat healthy food, eat good, nutritious, good food. And bulk basically means eat a lot, like eat as much as possible. If you do that, you will maximize muscle growth, but you will also be very lean. Like you will be sitting at 10% body fat, but building a lot of muscle, because all of the food you're eating is full of protein and just healthy, nutrition-dense food. So a lean bulk basically means eating a lot of food. You're in a calorie surplus, you're eating more than your maintenance, right? You're gaining weight, but a lot of healthy food. Like most of the food you eat, it doesn't have to be all, but most of the food that you eat is very, very, very healthy. And this is the perfect diet for us young men, I promise you. And this will literally, like, when you get into this diet, I'm not even exaggerating, it will transform your body. This will make you maximize muscle and also be very lean. The thing we've always wanted. Now, let's break it into two sections. So, first of all, why eat a lot? Why eat more? Why bulk? Right? Because that's the first aspect of a lean bulk, is eating more. And I know, bro, you probably have this like leanness obsession thing where you want six packs, you want to get shredded, bro. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. And Hamza has this quote, which I freaking love, which you're supposed to be told in the face. You don't deserve a cut. You don't deserve a cut. You should bulk. You are a young man. You should eat as much as possible to, first of all, you know, build muscle, because you're probably like going to the gym, starting to go to the gym and all that. To build muscle, to actually build like good muscle, but to also grow. This is the phase of your life. If you're 12 till like 25, this is the phase of your life where you will grow the most out of your entire life. So of course you should eat as much as possible to give your body the nutrients it needs to maximize your genetics, to maximize your height, to maximize your muscle growth. All right? How do you eat more? There are 4 things you can do. 4 things. The first way, and honestly the most powerful way to eat a lot, the best way, track your calories, man. You know, this is not a sponsor, but please, bro, download MyFitnessPal and track your calories. You know, there are tons of videos, and it's not actually just a really simple app, but there's tons of videos explaining how to track your calories on MyFitnessPal. What happens basically is you go onto the app, MyFitnessPal, they give you like a test to know like how many calories you eat, and how many calories you want to eat, and you just track your calories. Like for example, they have like breakfast, lunch and dinner. You'll understand when you download the app. For example, you ate like a burger, right? Which isn't very healthy, but just for this example, you ate a burger for lunch. So you go, you click add food on lunch, and you just search up burger, and it will tell you like burger 700 calories. You click on the plus sign, and that's added to your calories. And every single day you try to reach the certain amount of calories you need. And don't fucking bullshit, bro. Don't fucking bullshit like most people and say, I'm bulking, I don't need to track. No, you do. You do. You're underestimating how much you're eating, especially if you have like a fast metabolism like me. You need to track your calories, bro. This is the most powerful way to eat a lot. To eat a lot, you have to track your calories, all right? Track your calories. That's the first step, and the best thing, all right? The second thing is eat fast. Eating fast, because when you eat fast, your body doesn't realize that you're eating, you know, a lot of calories. So eat fast, you know, eat, like, it doesn't have to be like, eat like a cartoon character, like when they do like this, but just eat relatively fast, right? Finish your meals fast. That's the second thing. Like most guys, you know, they eat way too slow, man. They take like 2 hours to finish a meal. Like, for bulking, that's not good at all, and also for convenience sake, you know, eat fast, right? So track your calories, eat fast. The third thing is drink water, and this is so powerful. I am 100% sure you are not hydrated right now. You haven't drank enough water today. I'm pretty sure, right? You feel dehydrated right now. And right now you went and drank water, so I'm happy for you. I'm proud of you, right? But the average man needs 3.7 liters of water. That is, like, when I heard that number the first time, I was like, wow, man, we are so hydrated in this generation, man. So drink water. And what water does in terms of eating a lot is it expands your stomach so you can fit in more food into your stomach. And this is why water is so powerful. So eat fast, eat a lot, but also drink water while you're doing it. All right. And the fourth thing is, workout. Go to the gym. And this is just self-explanatory. When you train hard, when you work out hard, especially like if you're training like every day, you will have a very high appetite. You will be very hungry, which will make you want to eat more. So the four things are: track your calories, eat fast, drink water, and work out. So that's the first aspect. That's the first aspect of eat a lot. The second aspect of a lean bulk is eating healthy. And there are two very, very powerful ways to eat healthy. But before I go on to them, I just want to talk to you about the bad food that we're eating, man. Bro, you don't know how much the bad food you're eating is affecting you, not only physically but mentally. It's making you depressed. Just junk food makes you depressed. Just eating bad food is making you depressed because your body is telling you, I don't like this. I don't like what we ate. So it literally makes you sad. It makes you depressed. It makes you actually hate your life. That's how bad junk food is, bro. And please, bro, try your best to eat as healthy as possible. And I promise you, these are the most powerful 2 tips I could ever give you on how to eat healthy. The first way is the athlete mindset. And I've talked about this in a lot of videos on junk food. I am telling you, bro, the reason you keep eating junk food, the single biggest reason you are eating junk food is not because you don't have willpower, or not because you're not disciplined, or you don't manage your time, or whatever, or you're fat. It's not because of any of these things. The single biggest reason you're addicted to junk food, bro, is because of your identity. You still have the identity of a loser, of someone who loves eating junk food. And this is why you're eating. It's just that simple. It's so simple. It's just because of your identity. You have the identity of someone who is addicted to junk food and loves eating junk food. And this is why you're addicted, bro. So when you shift your identity, and basically the athlete mindset is, you have the identity of an athlete. You tell yourself, you know what? I'm an athlete. I go to the gym. Yes, I don't have the best physique, but I'm a work in progress. I'm a young athlete, and I promise you, I'm telling you, man, from personal experience, you will stop eating junk food completely. When you have this mindset, you tell yourself, you know what, man, I'm an athlete. I don't eat this. And this is literally why all of your favorite athletes never eat junk food. It's because of their identity. They have the identity of an athlete. They have the identity of, I am an athlete. I don't eat this bad food, all right? So the first way and the most powerful way is the athlete mindset. And the thing about it is, if you actually eat the junk food but you still have the athlete mindset, I've made a whole video on this mindset if you actually want to watch it. But if you actually eat junk food, you will feel guilty. You will feel a bit of guilt eating the junk food, because you're like, man, I'm an athlete. I wasn't supposed to eat that, right? I wasn't supposed to eat that bad food. And when you have that thought, you go back to not wanting to eat it. Because there's 2 types of people. There are people who eat the junk food and go back to eating the junk food. But there are people who eat healthy all the time, and when they eat junk food, they go back to eating healthy. And that is what you get when you have the athlete mindset. All right, so the first thing, have an athlete mindset. And the way to get it is to go to the gym, is to play sports, is to tell yourself, I'm an athlete, I don't eat that. All right? The second way is the 80-20 rule. You've probably heard of Pareto's law and dating, in food. It's everywhere right now. But the 80-20 rule is very, very good for, eating healthy. And the thing about it is, when you have the 80-20 rule, and the 80-20 rule basically states that 80% of the food you eat should be very, very healthy and nutritious, and 20% should be bad food or junk food. So that's the 80-20 rule. Now, the 80-20 rule, it's very, very effective because it doesn't limit you. It doesn't tell you, you have to eat healthy all day. No one can really do that, but the 80-20 rule says, well, no, you have to eat healthy most of the day, and then you can be rewarded a bit. You can eat a bit of chocolate at the end of the day. You can eat, a bit of junk food, right? Now, most people, what they do, and I don't like this at all, I hate this, is they eat healthy, 6 days a week. The whole day, they eat healthy all day, but then they have this like cheat meal. They have this cheat meal or this cheat day where they just, blow the water. They just go balls out, right? They eat pizza, chocolate, they eat like these massive things. You see like The Rock, eating millions of pancakes, right? And you see all these celebrities eating junk food on their like cheat day. I hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit. It's disgusting because it's like someone saying, it's like someone who's stopped drinking cigarettes for 6 days, who's addicted to cigarettes, and he tells himself, you know what, I'm gonna reward myself for not drinking cigarettes for 6 days, so I'm gonna drink cigarettes on the 7th day. Like that doesn't make any sense, right? But for some reason with junk food, that's okay. No. And the thing about it is, yes, it's good that you ate healthy for 6 days, but then when you have that cheat day where you just eat the whole day bad food, well, the next day you will eat a lot more unhealthy, and then the next day you will eat unhealthy, and the next day you'll eat unhealthy, and you just fuck everything up. Whereas with the 80-20 rule, you're eating mostly healthy food every single day, right? And you're eating a little bit of junk food at the end of the day. So a good meal in terms of like the 80-20 rule, and this is a meal I eat a lot, honestly, is chicken, half a chicken with rice and with like the sauces and everything, and a side of fries, a side of French fries. So 80% of the meal, which is like the chicken and the rice and the sauces, are healthy. But 20%, which is like the French fries, because they're fried, that's unhealthy, is unhealthy. That's like a good meal you should eat, right? What I want to tell you is, bro, like change doesn't come from forcing yourself and forcing yourself through peer pressure. No, it comes from small changes you do every day. And this is why I love the 80-20 rule. It's just because, you're eating mostly healthy food and just a little bit of junk food every single day. And actually that doesn't affect your body at all. Like very, very minimally does it affect your body if you actually do it right. And that is how you lean bulk, my friend. So we've said how to eat more and how to eat healthy. The best diet you can have as a young man is a lean bulk. And as always, bro, we're in this together and we're gonna make it. I promise you, we're gonna make it together. Peace, take care.